Hi, everyone. Earlier in the month, you'll remember we talked about the inauguration, and you might remember a couple of months ago we talked about the election. Well, today, that whole process ends because today is the last day for Donald Trump to be president, and it's the first day for Joe Biden to be president. So I thought I'd go back and review a little bit of the history and tradition around this special day. So in this painting here, we see George Washington. He was our first president. He's got his right hand on the Bible, his left hand on his heart. And it's interesting that while they were preparing this event, they didn't have a Bible, so somebody had to run and get one. And there are a bunch of important people standing around watching, making sure he says his oath. He makes his big promise to do his job. This was many years after that. This man right here is Abraham Lincoln. George Washington, you'll see on the $1 bill. This is whom you'll see on the $5 bill. And here he is taking his oath. And it's interesting because the man standing right there, Stephen Douglas, is the man who lost the election to Abraham Lincoln, but he wanted to show up and say that he supported him and that everything was okay and we could all move forward as one country. This here is from 60 years ago today. This was January 20th, 1961, and this is the inauguration of John F. Kennedy. And right there is Richard Nixon. He had lost the election to John F. Kennedy, but he would become president again a few years after this. And there are lots of important people here, but you can see John Kennedy is taking his oath. He's got his right hand in the air, and there is the judge guiding him through the statements that he has to say. This is the inauguration of this man, Jimmy Carter. His wife is there next to him. He and his wife are still alive, actually. They've been to all of the inaugurations, though I heard they won't be attending today's. He's 96 years old and he's um, he's not feeling too well these days. But you can see there are lots of people there. Some of them are very important people, past presidents, and even a couple of future ones. Now, Jimmy Carter, right there, lost the next election, but he still showed up to the inauguration of this man, Ronald Reagan. Okay, and Ronald Reagan, you can't see his left hand, it's on the Bible, and there's his wife right next to him, Nancy Reagan. And that hand belongs to Joe Biden. He took his oath. Vice presidents have to take an oath too when he was vice president to Barack Obama. So this picture is from 8 years ago. Yes, I think from 8 years. Yes, it is 8 years ago. And that Bible has been in Joe Biden's family for a very, very long time. And he will be using that again in today's inauguration. And this was the inauguration of Donald Trump. There's that man again, Jimmy Carter. He's there no matter who has won, who's become the next president, to show that we're all moving forward together. And there's Joe Biden, who was leaving office. He had just finished being vice president. And there is Barack Obama. And this is the inauguration of our last president, Donald Trump, right there. And next to Donald Trump is Mike Pence, who was the vice president. Now, here's what an inauguration normally looks like. There are thousands and thousands of people, and you can imagine because of coronavirus, it's just not safe for everybody to be assembled like this. But I'm going to show you something. I'm going to start at the left side, follow this yellow line, all the way over here, right here where I'm drawing a box. That's where the new president stands. That's where all the action is. And all of this happens after a parade and things like that. It's a huge day. It just feels like a big carnival. This year, however, it's not going to look like that. Here's what it looked like last night. So this area is called the National Mall. It's this very, very big area where large crowds can gather and walk around. It's close to museums and government buildings. So what they've done, since people are not allowed to go this year, they've put thousands of flags down, and it looks very beautiful. And all the way back there is the Capitol building. Okay. Now the next picture I'm going to show you is what it looked like this morning, January 20th, 2021. But this next picture is going to be from the other side. Okay, so if you were the president, and one of you might be someday, and you're up there taking the oath, that's what you'll see. Okay, and all the way in the back there, that tall structure is called the Washington Monument. All right, boys and girls, that's it. If you get a chance today, and if mom and dad say it's okay, maybe you can watch the inauguration. There's a link on my Power School page. That's it. Have a great day. The end.